Hello, everybody. Welcome to the World of Brickfilms Podcast. I'm your guest host, Barack Obama. Joining me are the two other guest hosts, Donald Trump.
Hello, Barack. Happy to be here.
And Joe Biden.
Hello there.
Regular hosts, William of LOTW Studios and Silly Penta, have gone missing after a hiking trip in the Himalayas. So as avid listeners and brick filmers ourselves, we thought we would fill in. We're going to try to be positive by talking about our picks for the Brickfilm Showcase. We'll see how long that lasts. Let's start with you, Donald.
Thank you, Barack. My pick is a phenomenal classic from 2004. Great year, fantastic year. Some say even the best.
You weren't even around in the brick filming community in 2004, you fraud.
Better than being a career politician like your geriatric ass.
Come on, guys. We haven't even named the first pick yet.
Will you let me finish? Okay, my pick is The Citizen of the Year. What a film.
There is no way you just picked the Citizen of the Year. Come on, man.
Do you have a problem, Joe?
Barack, is he allowed to do that?
Well, the Citizen of the Year might be an obvious pick, but it's genuinely funny and an undeniable classic. I can respect it.
Yes, The Citizen of the Year by the great Watson Films. We love Watson Films, don't we, folks?
He made as many brick films as you had terms.
You can't improve on perfection, but you wouldn't know anything about that, Joe. The film centers on a hard-working, blue-collar protagonist, only known as the neighbor, great guy, as he tries to win the annual Citizen of the Year award.
I can't believe we're still dragging this forced meme around.
Joe, it is not a forced meme. It's actually a proud tradition. In fact, frankly, Joe, I find you calling it a meme to be un-American.
Well, the film is Canadian, so that shows how much you know, Jack.
Look, Joe, if Barack can be president, then the Citizen of the Year can be a great American classic.
Don't start this again, Donald.
Okay, Donald, if it's not a meme, then please tell me what's so damn good about it.
I will, Joe. First of all, the Citizen of the Year has the greatest characters in a brick film, maybe ever.
It does have memorable characters.
Take the neighbor, such a phenomenal protagonist. What other brick film is brave enough to follow a forgotten man who likes to practice his Second Amendment right and who built a beautiful wall to keep his less desirable neighbors out? In fact, and this is true, folks, they wouldn't let you make it today. Very sad.
Can you believe this guy?
What is it now, Joe?
The neighbor's a bad son of a gun. You're not supposed to sympathize with him.
Have you finally completely lost it, Sleepy Joe? The neighbor is the main character. Of course you're supposed to sympathize with him.
Sorry, Donald, but I'm going to have to agree with Joe on this one.
How can you claim to love a film you don't even get? You have no ability to understand media.
Actually, Joe, nobody understands the fake news media better than me. Believe me.
That's not what I meant.
It's not my fault that nobody can make sense of what you're babbling about half the time.
Come on.
Let's get back to the brick film, guys.
I'd love to, Barack. Can I speak? You see, Joe, and I'm not surprised that this would go over your head, but the Citizen of the Year is a timeless satire of our corrupt political system. The wonderful neighbor is up against a very nasty guy, a Mr. Balzer, I believe it was. A total embarrassment, this guy. Nobody could really believe that this coastal elite, out of touch with the real people of our great nation, could actually win the vote for Citizen of the Year every year. It's obvious that the vote is completely rigged, a total scam. This is more than just a film. It was actually a warning, and we should have listened, folks. Yes, we should have listened.
Hey, man, what's that supposed to mean?
Why? Does that remind you of something, Joe?
What are you trying to say, Donald?
I'm just talking about the Citizen of the Year. Please tell us what you are reminded of, Joe. I bet you think Balzer is the moral center of the film.
There is no moral center in the film, jackass.
No morals. Typical of Joe Biden's America.
Stay on topic, people.
Sorry, Barack. Sleepy Joe over there keeps changing the subject. He's just trying to deflect from this being the pinnacle of brick filming. Everybody knows it.
How can you call this the pinnacle of brick filming when the animation is so mid? Sure, it was okay at the time, but the community has improved their craft so much that it's frankly insulting to say this is the best brick film.
Everybody knows that the animation barely matters as long as the writing is good. These days, all brick filmers know is how to animate fight scenes, but they couldn't write their way out of a paper bag.
How would that work?
How would what work, Joe?
How would you write your way out of a paper bag?
See, you don't know how to do it either.
He got you there, Joe.
Okay, forget the damn paper bag. I still say that's an unfair characterization of modern brick filmers.
Actually, it's very fair, the most fair. We used to be a real hobby with real stories. It's about time we make brick filming great again, folks. It's true.
You just love those old-ass brick films because you never learned how to animate better and because they don't stop talking just like you, Donnie.
Come on, Joe. I know you chuckled when the guy said, "I don't deny it."
That was a good line.
And don't forget the parrot gag. And the whole restaurant scene is classic.
And the film is also a great piece of anti-homeless propaganda.
Rare Barack W.
I like that. I think that's the one thing we can all agree on. Okay, maybe the film's a bit better than I remembered, but I still don't see how you can actually say it's your favorite brick film.
I never said that, Joe. Actually, my favorite brick film is Rims by the great Keshin 8. Rims, folks.
Oh, then what in the damn hell are we even arguing about? Let's move on to my pick already.
Please do. I'd love to hear it.
My pick is the Indiana Jones parody from 2001 called The Rescue.
Cringe.
Yeah, that's pretty cringe, Joe.
What the hell is wrong with you guys? The Rescue is a classic.
Okay, maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves. Tell us why you like it so much, Joe.
Thank you. I love how creative this film is, especially because it predates the Indiana Jones Lego line by 7 years. All the character and set design had to be created from scratch. It adds to the film's charm, which is already ample from the animation and simple and efficient story.
Efficient, huh? That's a funny way of saying you can't stay awake if a brick film is longer than 5 minutes.
Hey, Jack, I like long brick films, too.
Oh, yeah? What long brick films do you like?
I like The Magic Portal.
That film's about as old as you are.
Telling your story without dialogue requires more skill.
You would say that. You can barely string a coherent sentence together.
Come on, man.
The Rescue is perfectly fine, but for a showcase, it's nothing to write home about. And it's not even the best brick film parody of 2001. That would be one A Space Odyssey. Do you get it? Like a parody of 2001?
Yes, Barack, we got it.
The joke was obvious, yeah.
Whatever. Keep going, Joe.
As I was saying, the film's humor even predates what Lego themselves would go on to do. Like the joke about Harrison Ford playing both Han Solo and Indiana Jones.
That joke's been made 1,000,000 times by now. It's so played out.
That's not the Rescue's fault.
Be that as it may, it still doesn't play as well in 2023 as it did in 2001.
Whatever, man, the golden idol being C-3PO's head is still a classic gag.
Okay, I'll give you that.
I can respect a nice golden structure. Hey, Joe, what do you think of the new line of Indiana Jones sets?
They're fine, I guess, although I was looking forward to the Temple of Doom set. It's my favorite film of all time.
What the hell, Joe? Temple of Doom is the worst film of the series, and yes, I'm including Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
You'll never cancel Temple of Doom, Barack. Sure, I used to think it was a bit weak, but ever since you liberals started attacking it, I've decided it's actually the best in the series. So, unfortunately, I have to agree with Joe.
Sue me, I just really like the moment where the sledgehammer hits the guy's head and goes bonk. Bonk!
Joe, did you watch the new Indiana Jones trailer and think he's just like me for real?
What?
I think that's another age joke, Barack.
Not a very good one.
Donald, those are getting a bit old.
Just like you.
I walked right into that one.
You fell into that trap like you fell down those stairs.
All right, Donald, let's hear Barack's showcase pick.
Well, unlike you two old fossils with your boomer picks, I'm actually still down with the youth of America and still in touch with the culture. As I'm sure you all know, it's practically a national holiday every time I drop my eagerly awaited year-end lists.
Holy hell, can you get a move on already? I'm finally starting to sympathize with Sleepy Joe.
Huh?
Show some respect, Donald. My lists are straight fire, bangers only. For my showcase pick, I thought I would choose something from my favorite brick films of 2022 list.
A terrible year under a terrible president.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, my pick is How to Get a Goth GF with a Dump Truck on Tinder by Pantsa Hat.
No, you can't do that.
I can't get behind that, man.
This is possibly your worst war crime yet, Barack, and that's saying a lot. It's not even a brick film. And I don't care if there's a Bionicle character, it's just not, folks. Everyone knows I'm right.
Maybe there's an argument to be made, but...
No, there's no argument. I know I roasted your top 5 anime list, Barack, but I still wouldn't have taken you to be a total weeaboo. I would have lost all respect for you if I'd had any to begin with.
They're still kind of funny, but...
Oh, not you too, Joe.
Look, we may have our disagreements, but at the end of the day, I think we all want what's best for our country. And I'm sorry, Barack, but you just can't pick a modern Pantsa Hat video for the Brickfilm Showcase.
Nah, I'm just messing with you guys. You should have seen the looks on your faces.
Go to hell, Barack.
You got us good, man. That was pretty funny.
Your real pick better be good, or else I'm leaving to go start my own podcast.
Okay, Donnie, calm down.
The Wall of Brickfilms Podcast.
Very funny, Donald. My actual choice is Lego Squid Game Glass Bridge.
You're still not beating the weeaboo allegations with this Japanese garbage?
Actually, Donald, I believe Squid Game is Korean.
Don't care.
You know, Donald, I find that to be racist.
Don't care. Also, you're the real racist because you refuse to pick a great American brick film.
Let's not even get into that. Tell us about the brick film, Barack.
So the film follows a group of people who are...
Still don't care. You know what? I'm getting out of here. Later, bozos.
Oh, come on, Donald. Well, Joe, would you like to hear about the Squid Game brick film?
Squid Games!
That's right, Joe. Squid Game. You okay, man?
Yeah, totally fine. Continue.
Okay. So the brick film is a recreation of the famous glass bridge scene, in which a bunch of contestants must traverse a massive glass bridge for the chance to win millions of dollars. But the twist is, if they lose, they die. You see, it's actually a fascinating exploration of wealth inequality and capital. Oh, he fell asleep. Great. Well, be sure to tune in next time, folks, where we'll be speaking with special guest and future president, Mr. Beast, about his early brick filming career. And no, that's not a joke.
When I was younger, tried to do stop motion with Legos, and it is way harder than you think.
Can you imagine little Jimmy filming stop motion Lego movies in his room? What a nerd.